viewers. I'm going to start recording now. And yeah, welcome to the WaffleJon Ustream live stream. Gotta have that intro every single time. So this is going to be the very first, I think, recorded live stream I've had in a really long time. That's going to be published. Oh, it's going to be the first one being published onto the YouTube channel. And we have 99 fabulous viewers right now, and we have a few topic questions that I do want to go over. And of course, I'm still going to be going over the the live Q&A thing, because that's kind of cool. Just before we start, I just wanted to say that I really don't like that rapid fire Q&A thing anymore. I mean, it was fun, it was cool kind of talking to people, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot of substance there, you know? Like, you don't get to hear the inside of the person. You don't get to hear their personal opinions beyond one sentence kind of thing. It's like, what's your favorite color? Blue. What's your favorite food? Hot dog. What's it's like, oh yeah, cool, he likes hot dog. Yay, he acknowledged my question. Great. But then you don't really, the live streamer doesn't really get to take time to answer the question, because it's just, I don't know how this whole Q&A rapid fire thing adapted, but that's just how it became. And I just kind of want to step back a little, take some time with the questions, because the people who are asking, really, really valid questions, I feel like it's fair for the person to give a really, really valid answer. Other than, I have a new, I'm a starting YouTuber. What should I do? Make good videos. And that's your answer. It's like, yeah, come on, man. You can give me a better answer than that. And that's what I'm planning to do. So we have a first, let me just go to the first question here, or the first topic. This is submitted by Richard. It's entitled Channel and Friends Dilemma. Okay. Hey John, I'm a tech reviewer, and this question is not specifically meant for tech reviewers, but anyone with a YouTube channel and is getting into videos. One dilemma I have, and I know many others have, is trying to keep your channel secret from other people, family, friends, etc. How do people overcome this and get the courage to not care about other thoughts and be able to tell anyone? I've heard some people say wait for partnership, that way you can say you're making money off it, which I've heard helps. Thanks, John, keep it up, you're an inspiration. Cool. So this person is not necessarily embarrassed, but I guess they're a little bit shy letting their friends and family know that they're doing the YouTube stuff, and they feel like, oh, once I get partnership, or once I'm able to make income from doing whatever I'm doing on YouTube, that validates whatever I'm doing on YouTube. So it's then where I can tell my friends and family, yeah, I do this on YouTube. You can't say anything bad because I'm actually making money from it. Yay. Bottom line, my opinion for this topic is, who cares what anybody thinks? I mean, if you're making the YouTube stuff in order to get the partnership, in order to make money, fine. And if you're waiting for that to happen in order to tell your friends and family, whatever, that whatever the stuff you're doing on YouTube is to make money, then I guess, yeah, that's something that you might want to keep a secret, because it's sort of like, if you haven't made any monetary gains from doing the YouTube stuff, it might seem like, oh no, I haven't succeeded yet, I'm a failure kind of thing. But if you, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like this, if you are doing the YouTube stuff because you have fun doing it, you enjoy making videos, you enjoy reviewing tech products, sharing it with other people, who cares what anybody thinks? And this, I guess, has to be taken with a grain of salt. It totally depends on your situation. I mean, if you're, I can sit here as a 22 turning 23-year-old, not in high school, not in whatever, saying, yeah, who cares what anybody thinks? But if you're, say, in high school, like grade 9, grade 10 kind of thing, doing the YouTube stuff, and for some reason the people in your high school don't appreciate that kind of thing, and not only do they bully you, but they actually physically harm you and all that kind of stuff, then it gets a little bit tricky. But other than that, if the downside doesn't go beyond, getting teased by people you don't really know or don't care about, who cares? But if you might get, physically abused because you do YouTube stuff, then yeah, maybe try to keep that a secret. And how do you keep that a secret? I have no idea, man. It's the internet nowadays. You have a picture somewhere on YouTube, on anywhere, and then you just Google your name and picture, it'll probably come up. So it's hard to keep stuff secret on the internet. The only thing I can think of would be to use a fake name, fake aliases, create, a brand new email address for everything. I don't know. But it's tricky. So bottom line, do whatever you need to do. Do whatever you want to do, as long as it's legal and all that kind of stuff to make sure you're not hurting people. But yeah, do whatever you want to do on the YouTube. Who cares what people thinks? And if people might harm you because of the YouTube thing, then you got to be a little bit careful. But other than that, man, just go for it. Just go for the YouTube thing. So I hope that answered that question. All right. So what did the people on the chat think of this so far? How's it going? Oh, Stewie. Yeah, of course you can mod for me. How do I do this again? Right click or beautiful? Sweet. All right. Make mod. You got to be a little careful. Sweet. So people agree with what I'm saying. It's always nice. Wow, it just got a bunch of topics. Cool. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to submit suggest a live stream topic, just go to wafflejon.com/contact. There's 2 contact forms there. One is to email me directly, and that's more of like a private conversation kind of thing. You don't want me to, tell the whole world what you asked, and you would just want, I guess, a one-on-one kind of thing. Contact me with that. I'm usually very, very good at responding. And the other one, suggest a topic. It's this thing. It's for all the live stream topic stuff, which I'm covering right now. I'll check out the new ones later. Maybe that'll be for next time, but I have some stuff lined up for this time. All right. Okay. This one was asked by Dom. I see you are making videos for Techno Buffalo. I'll get into that in a little second. All right. I want to give you space and not bug you to make a video, but is this a sign that you YouTube community have... All right. Okay. I have to read this sentence and then restructure it so that it makes sense. Basically what this person is saying, but okay, is me making videos for Techno Buffalo a sign that I have forgiven the YouTube community and the YouTube community has redeemed themselves, and you might start making videos every now and then? I know the YouTube community can never truly redeem themselves, but try to ignore those haters for your fans that really like your video. Wow. That makes me sound like a tyrant or something. It's like, oh, I'm not going to make a YouTube video because you guys were jerks and you guys will never redeem yourselves and whatever. No, that's not the case. The main, okay, I'm going to get into this topic now because all the YouTube people watching that, because I'm recording this thing. The main reason why I haven't made a YouTube video is because I don't feel particularly inspired to, and that's it. YouTube, especially because the WaffleJon channel is a personal channel, it's just something I do for fun. And making videos is just, I believe, another form of self-expression. Or creative expression, for that matter. You want to express yourself creatively in the form of video. That's it. That's it. You don't look any more into it. I mean, unless it's something for business, like, oh yeah, I have to make this video and I have to get 10,000 views for this video and I have to do one every single day in order for me to make this amount of money every month so that I can pay off bills and I can do all that, then yeah, you kind of need to make the videos every, other day or something. But for me, it's a personal thing. It's a personal channel. That's the reason why I stopped, enabling ads in every single video where I say, oh yeah, I'm going live on Ustream. I know a lot of people do that. Where they just post a quick video where they're telling people, oh, I'm gonna be on Facebook answering questions, and then they put an ad on there. It's good for them, great. But I've stopped doing that because I feel like it's kind of cheesy. Yeah. So bottom line, not making videos right now because I don't feel particularly inspired to. A good metaphor for this, I think, would be: have anybody out there seen the latest South Park episode? I forgot what it's called, but it's basically the idea of Stan, everything in Stan's world, Stan's a character in South Park, by the way, is turning into crap, and he doesn't really know why, and his parents are getting divorced. Yep, he thinks everything is crap. Yeah. My heart hurt when I saw that episode. Not because it was bad, but because I knew that this was Trey and Matt telling all the South Park viewers that South Park is coming to an end. I don't know if anybody, understood that, but basically, if you see the episode and if you followed South Park long enough, and if you understand the mentality of Trey and Matt, you will know that they're not into it anymore. They don't want to do the show anymore. And that's how I felt. It's like I had an inkling that okay, yeah, this is probably what's going on. And then I Wikipedia'd it, and I read everything that was, all the info for that episode, and yeah, I was right. They don't want to do it anymore. They're getting tired of it. They feel like it's the same thing over and over and over again every single week, and they've done it for years. Years. I mean, it's season 15. I followed South Park when I was in grade 3. I don't know how old that is, like 11, 10, 11, 12, something. Yeah, I followed South Park since episode 1, season 1. I grew up with South Park. Seen every single episode 1, season 1 to now season 15, whatever that was. I don't know. I forget. But yeah, and it kind of touched me a little because that's how I feel about the YouTube stuff as well. That's another reason why I kind of stopped doing it, because I felt like it was the same thing over and over and again. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta make this 3-minute video where I talk about a few ideas, and oh, how do I make it funny? Oh yeah, I gotta use a clone because everybody's using a clone nowadays. And okay, gotta add some random scenes here and there. I gotta yell at this bit because people like it when I yell, and it's just repeat that every single time you make a video, and it gets boring, and you just don't feel creative anymore. It's just like, yeah, oh, what time is it? Oh, great, time for me to make a video, and then you just do it for the sake of doing it. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I didn't feel particularly inspired to do it. I didn't feel like it was creative to do it anymore. And now, and personally, I haven't used YouTube to like watch YouTubers for maybe 3 months plus now. I remember I used to go on YouTube every single day, and I looked at my subscription list and see, oh yeah, the Wilson Tech 1 posted a new video. Cool. The Sin Channel posted a new video. Weezy Waiter posted a new video. Charlie's So Cool, like everybody. I just watch every single one. Mr. Guitarman, and so on and so forth. But now it's just like, I open YouTube, I check the subscription list to see who's still making videos. And I'm thinking, that's weird. I haven't seen this person make a video in a while. Okay. Close YouTube window. That's all I do. And I try watching the videos that other people make. No offense to anybody. I just feel like I'm not really into it anymore, kind of thing. I'm not really into the vloggy stuff anymore. It's just the same things over and over again. It's like, hey guys, today this happened to me, and then it's just jump cut. Question of the day: what do you guys think about this? Leave me a question, or leave a comment in the down below. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, blah 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 blah. See you next time. Bye guys. And it's just that over and over and over again. So I just feel like it's blah for me. That's why I haven't made a video. So yeah, that is my answer why. John, I think you watch too many vloggers. Well, that's what YouTube has become, more or less, right? If it's not vloggers, there's vloggers playing games. I mean, if you discount all of that kind of stuff, it's just, what else is there on YouTube nowadays? Because you can't really post, I'm not counting like clips of Simpsons and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't count. That's copyright, first of all. But yeah, I'm talking about the original stuff created by people. I think the other things that are interesting on YouTube would be, Household Hacker, where they show you how to do cool things, I guess. But that's just me. I'm not really into it. Well, yeah, there are also short stories and stuff. Like somebody just mentioned Wong Fu. They post short stories, which are pretty cool. Short videos, shorts. That's it. Not stories. Shorts. Whoa. Let me just jump back into the contact form here. Cool. All right, so I covered the YouTube thing. Why haven't I been doing the YouTube thing? And the Techno Buffalo thing. Yep. I'm going to be doing a new video for Techno Buffalo every single week. It should be once a week. I have to do one next week, and it's just part of the new show they have on Techno Buffalo. You guys will find it on Monday. I think I'll get in trouble if I mention it now. So yeah, part of the new thing on Techno Buffalo, I'm going to do a video once a week. Noah is going to do one, and John's going to do one. On top of everything they're already doing. So they're going to do one for this new thing. You guys will find out. And I mean, in the whole have I forgiven YouTube kind of idea, I don't know where that came from, but like I was never particularly angry or anything at the YouTube people. It's just when I read the comments, I mean, I don't read YouTube comments anymore. I mean, I'm just letting you guys know I haven't read YouTube comments in a long, long time. So if I were to post a video or anything on YouTube, you can comment if you want to. I just won't read it. I'm just telling you right now. Why? Because when I filter through YouTube comments, I mean, the last video I posted on Techno Buffalo, I think it was a week ago or something. I tried, okay? I went into the comments, I read like 10 comments, and I felt like my IQ dropped 50%. I don't know. So that's why I don't read the YouTube comments, because like out of the latest 10 comments are like, yeah, you quit Phone Dog and now you're doing Techno Buffalo, yeah. And just really, really ridiculous stuff like that. That's like, oh my god, I don't want to read this. I want to quit YouTube after reading that. So yeah, I was just never particularly angry or anything at YouTube. It's just I understand the majority of the YouTube commenters are spammy. And I'm not saying everybody on YouTube is spammy. No, it's just I feel like the people who tend to spam more, they're the louder ones, so they're the ones to leave the comments. But I think the more sensible people, they're just like, okay, they won't do anything. Like myself, like I don't really leave comments unless I feel like, yes, I have to leave this thing to let the original creator know how I feel about this, and it won't be like. And I feel like the stuff I leave are usually thoughtful. They have more than 3 words in them, so. Yeah. All right. Top 5. Oh yeah. Somebody suggested that I should do a top 5 of something on the live show. Let's see. Top 5 of something. All right, give me a list of something, guys. So Stewie says I miss the old kind of styles, like baking is hard. That's great. It's just I don't, like I said, I don't really particularly feel like doing them anymore. Top 5 phones? Nah, don't want to do any tech-related stuff. Top 5 YouTube channels. Top 5 stupidest moments. Top 5 favorite memories. Top 5 tablets, computer programs, revolutionary smartphones. Again, with the tech stuff. Top 5 memes. Memes might be good. Top 5 ice cream flavors. Ice cream flavors. Oh, man, that's good. Okay, I'm going to do ice cream flavors. Okay. It's hard to say no. It's hard to list a top 5 because it's you can list all your favorite things, but then to create a top 5 kind of thing, it's a little bit trickier. Okay, I know vanilla has to be one of the top ones because I like simplicity. I like something in its purest form. So, for example, salmon. I like salmon raw. I like the sushi style salmon, and not the salmon with rice either. Just the pure salmon. Beef. I like beef. Cooked rare, because I feel like that's the pure taste of beef is when it's rare like that. And vegetables, I like them not cooked kind of thing. So ice cream, vanilla has to be either number 1 or number 2. I don't know. Ooh, got a text message. Let's see. What else? Mint chocolate chip. I really like that one. It's really, really refreshing. It's not too heavy tasting. So that has to be either number 2 or number 3. I don't know. What else? Chocolate's not up there. I know that for sure. Chocolate is not up there. Red bean. Oh, I have to say, red bean ice cream is delicious. For those of you who have been to Oriental restaurants or Oriental places and have tried red bean ice cream, you know what I'm talking about. Red bean ice cream is the best. It's awesome. What else is there? I mean, there are bajillion ice cream flavors. I just can't really think of one. All right, I'm gonna do top 3 for this one because I can't think of any. So 3 red bean, 2 mint chocolate chip, and 1 vanilla. Oh, number 4 could be cookies and cream. There you go. And number 5 is gonna be like a popsicle or something. I can't think of. I can't think of any. Cannot think of any right now. Yeah, strawberry is nice, but I feel like I can get tired of strawberry pretty fast. So yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over some of the new topics. Let's see. So somebody just asked, Derek just asked, where have you been? Are you keep going with your video? Okay, so I'm just gonna answer the where have you been part. I've just been doing whatever I've been doing before. I've just been working, staying at home because that's where I work and just work. And after I work, I hang out with my girlfriend and my sister sometimes, and that's it. That's what I've been doing. And for the first time in a really, really long time, I feel like things are balanced for me. Because before this, my mentality was, oh, I have to make a video today, or it's just always revolved around video making, and that took away from a lot, I feel, from my life. I think it really took away from a lot. And the thing is, at the time, I was taking YouTube a little bit more seriously. Yeah, that's for sure. And I felt like, oh yeah, this would be like a little, part-time thing. I did sort of want to make a partial career out of it, but now not anymore. So yeah, everything, literally everything revolved around video making somehow, some way. Wake up, the first things that came into my mind would be, okay, what am I doing now? Would this be good for a video? And check my emails, like, oh yeah, this is what this person said. Oh, maybe, oh yeah, that's right. Maybe I shouldn't do that for my videos. And everything's just video. And that's unhealthy. I really, really think that's unhealthy. I mean, replace the word video with like eating. How healthy is that? Oh yeah, wake up in the morning. Oh yeah, I gotta eat something. And oh, check my phone. Oh, this reminds me of eating. I really gotta eat. What does this person say? Oh yeah, I gotta try eating this. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat this. That's not very healthy. So yeah, it was to a point where it was unhealthy. It made me feel burnt out a lot of the times. And I think that helped contributed to me not really getting into it anymore, because it just it was YouTube overload. And it wasn't anybody's fault. If it had to be anyone's fault, it would be mine. But the thing is, YouTube is the modern nowadays concept of the vlog idea of YouTube. It's so new that the people who are doing it, it's hard to know how much is the good amount. Meaning like, how involved can you be in this thing without feeling burnt out? And it's hard to say, because other things like a job or a career, it's 9 to 5. It's been around for a long time, so everybody kind of has a general sense of how involved you should be with this particular project. But with YouTube, I don't know, man. You see the audience, you see the comments and everything. People are, every single second, I feel like people are becoming more and more demanding. So their attention spans getting shorter and shorter and shorter. If you, that's why I don't know. It's hard to keep up. As a content creator, it's hard to keep up. And the thing is, the expectation is so high, I feel. Because the people who are watching it, I feel like they have the same expectations for these YouTubers as they do for TV shows. Because YouTube has more or less replaced that void of entertainment for, it's like, oh yeah, instead of watching TV for half an hour, I'd go on YouTube, which is great, which is wonderful, the people who are making videos, they get views and they get interaction and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. But I think that just raises the bar for the standards, obviously, the video standards, but then also the pressure, because you feel, as a YouTuber, I feel like if you're really, really into it, you feel like you have to deliver 110% every single time. And it's like an everyday kind of thing. And I don't know. It's just, and you see the live feedback when you read the comments. So you're always conscious, it's like, oh no, maybe I should stop looking at the camera in this particular way. What am I going to do to make everybody like my videos and all this kind of stuff? It's just, it's very hard. I'm going to say, and this is from a person who's been involved in YouTube more or less for 1.5 years, 2 years, produced and uploaded almost over 200 videos, and going, and I'm doing it constantly. So it's hard. I'm going to say it's hard. And for the people who are out there who do make YouTube videos, and it's just the things where it's just like, you turn on the camera and then you're like, hey, it's me, and I had a great day, and yeah, this is what happened today, and ha ha ha, we went to the mall. Okay, that was fun. You subscribe, whatever, like a 3-minute job kind of video, and you do that every single day. That I don't really count that. I'm talking about the people who are very, very dedicated and who are very, very aware of the content they produce, meaning they pay attention to the flow, they pay attention to the storyline, they pay attention to the topics, they pay attention to how they edit it, the audio, what to say, what not to say, when to say it, what music to use, what music not to use, when to use music, when not to use music, what colors they want to be, graded into the videos, when to shoot it, when not to shoot it, what to, everything, literally everything that you can think of. It's very, very involved. I'm just going to say it's very, very involved, and it's very, very taxing, and you can get burnt out pretty quickly. And I see it, man. And this is all my theory, of course, but then I see it and I hear it from people. I have a few YouTube friends who have been doing YouTube for a long, long, long time, maybe even longer than me, and they say, yeah, man, they're getting burnt out. They don't know what to do. They feel like everything's getting repetitive. The audience is getting to them and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty amazing, I think. As amazing as this YouTube phenomenon thing is, I think it's just hard to deal with sometimes if you're a content creator, because you want to be given a break, but then you feel bad, I don't know why. It's like, oh yeah, I really need to break from YouTube, but then I'm going to tell people I'm going to take a break. So then you apologize to people. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to make a video today. And then you have to give like a reasoning. It's like, why? You're doing this for free for people. You're not asking anything of them. They don't need to pay a single dime, penny, whatever to watch your stuff. And you feel like you're obligated to apologize. It's just crazy. I know I went on like this weird little rant thing that might not even make sense, but it's just how it goes. So, all right. So how was that, viewers, audience? Okay, so why, in your opinion, do all the Mac users hate Windows? I'll answer that. I mean, I'm a Mac user now, and I don't like Windows, so I'll answer that. Cool. So somebody in the chat asked, why do all Mac users hate Windows? Well, for me, I hated Windows while I was using Windows. I think it's just how everybody grew up, because I think almost 99% of the people, they grew up using Windows because that's the only thing that was available. And for the people who were using Windows who switched to Mac, it was like the final straw kind of thing. It was like, okay, I can't take Windows anymore, so I'm going to Mac. So it wasn't because they switched to Mac and then hated Windows. I think it was because they hated Windows so much that they wanted to switch to Mac, which is what happened to me. I couldn't stand Windows anymore, so I switched to Mac because now I see that there's something else available versus just, 10 years ago, what was available to the average consumer? Windows. You know what I mean? So, there's no Windows Live Writer for Mac. I don't know what Windows Live Writer is. I think Windows Live Writer is like a WordPress thing, like a blog kind of thing. I don't know. I don't use it. I code, man. I write everything with code, so it doesn't really matter. I can write it with Notepad. So, yeah. So any advice to get more subscribers, viewers? I've been doing YouTube for a while and people like my videos, but not many people watch them. Okay. Somebody just asked, how do you get more views and subscribers and whatnot on YouTube? And I love answering this question because I love helping people with the knowledge and experience and insight that I have. It's hard. It depends on the topic, really. And for some reason, I feel like technology related things is the easiest to get views and whatnot, because people are always looking onto YouTube for technology related advice. Like, what phone should I get? How to jailbreak this and all that kind of stuff. So for me, I feel like technology is an easy thing to get more views for. There's two ways really on how you can get more views on YouTube. One, to make a viral video, so viral that people would just like share it because they want to tell all their friends or whatever. It has to be that good where people want to share it. And two, like have mass appeal to the people searching. And this revolves around search engine optimization, SEO. Do research on that. If you really want to get into YouTube and all that kind of stuff, do research on SEO. It'll help you. And what that basically means is, and if you're, let's just do this revolving around, I don't know, let's say the topic of Justin Bieber, okay? So Justin Bieber recently released a new album called, I don't know, man. I'm Justin. Okay, so Justin Bieber recently released a new album called I'm Justin. So, and as a person who knows a little bit about Justin Bieber, you kind of get an idea of, okay, I think I know what people are going to be searching for. What people are going to be searching for, they're going to be searching for the songs on the I'm Justin album to listen to, or they're going to search for I'm Justin reviews or whatever. So you make a video revolving around one of those topics, and then once you upload it, you put a really, really creative a really, really relevant title. So it's like, let's pretend one of the songs is I'm Justin. Okay, so let's pretend one of the songs from I'm Justin by Justin Bieber is called I'm Justin. So the title of your video will be Justin Bieber - I'm Justin. So it looks like a song. And then you can put bracket review or bracket cover or whatever you want to say, or bracket thoughts. Or you don't even have to put it at all, but whatever. It's just to appeal to the mass amount of people searching, because that's how you get the new viewers. You have to appeal to the people who are searching, the millions and millions of people who are searching YouTube every single day for whatever it is they want. Those are the only two ways I think that you can do it. Make a really, really viral video, or not viral, but make a really, really good video and hope that people will share it, or make a video targeting specific searches. That's about it. And that's how you do it, man. I mean, that's how I've done it for a long time. That's how I still do it. Not for me, but and as a video, and if you have like a library of videos, what you can do is you can tweak the titles and everything of your past videos to be more relevant to whatever might be hot nowadays. So let's pretend, back to tech. So let's pretend you have an iPhone 4 jailbreaking video, and the latest firmware is now jailbreakable. So you would change the title of your iPhone 4 jailbreak video to fit that of the latest firmware, so that it'll appear in searches when people search for it. And obviously you can put, oh yeah, this is for the older firmware or whatever in the box. I don't know. Like an annotation saying, yeah, this is an older firmware, and then you can link it to a newer one. But the idea behind everything I'm saying is that do whatever you can with your videos to make it relevant to searches. That's about it. That's how you get your massive amount of views. Why do you think people like Ray William Johnson, Kev Jumba of SXE Phil and all them kind of stuff, they all use caps in their titles? Because it pops out, right? It pops up when you see it in a list. It's in all caps, and there's an exclamation mark. Why do you think they use the particular thumbnails that they use? Like, for example, Ray William Johnson, he might use his face and the background is like blue or something. SXE Phil, he always has pictures of, half-dressed women and all that kind of stuff, because it's like, oh man, this is cool, I must click it. And when they get the click, they get the view. And and from that view, they might get a potential subscriber. And that's how it works. That's how it works, man. You just have to know the YouTube audience and do whatever you can to get the views and get the subscribers, if that's what really means, the world to you. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps you and a bunch of other people who are curious about how this stuff works. All right. That was a long-winded answer, but I like that. I like that. Somebody asked me if I like Freddie W. Yeah, I liked Freddie W. when he was doing pure Guitar Hero videos. I subscribed to him when he had like 20,000 subscribers, and now he's like a million something. So, yeah, I'm a fan of Freddie. I'm a fan of Freddie. Oh, for the people asking me about my back, it's hurts, but I think it's getting better. I recently got myself a really fancy chair. I'm sitting on it right now. It's one of those chairs that has like a lever for literally everything. tilt pressure, lumbar support, and all that kind of stuff. Fancy chair. It's a Herman Miller Aeron chair. You can look that up if you want to. But it's a fancy chair. Pretty cool. Does the job. Is it due to bodybuilding? No. I think my back pain was due to the fact that I was overweight before. And it just put a lot of pressure on my lower back. I think that was it. And I really felt it when I lost all the weight. I don't know why. I think just my muscles got weaker or something. So that's when it really started. Bodybuilding and powerlifting really helped, actually, my lower back. Because it made the muscles in that area stronger. And the one day I injured myself. And then it made it weak again. So I'm just kind of constantly going like this. Like this all the time. Why are you making Techno Buffalo videos if you aren't interested in tech videos anymore? It's part of my job. That's all I can say. Like, I like making videos, and if you watch the Techno Buffalo videos, the cool thing about the videos that I make is like I put a lot of attention into the things that don't really revolve around technology. For the review videos that I do, I put way more attention into, the stuff I'm gonna say. Like everything I say in the videos is written out like essay form. There's like 10 gigs worth of B-roll footage because I shoot it from all these different angles and everything. I pay attention to that versus like how the actual thing is. Like, yeah, it's a keyboard application. All right, cool. And I just find more enjoyment out of how can I make the thing sound really cool in video form. That's what I like. So, yeah. Are you frozen? I don't think I'm frozen. Am I frozen? If I'm frozen, just let me know. People say I'm frozen. You're lagging. No. Okay, cool. I'm going to say this again because I have to say it every single time for some reason. I just feel like I do. Techno Buffalo, Techno Buffalo, Phone Dog. These things, they are beyond their YouTube channels. They are actual sites, YouTube channels. Their YouTube channels are just used to kind of complement their already existing textual content. So just because I make a video on one doesn't mean I'm leaving the other one because, kind of thing. Like, I feel like people... There's a misconception, I feel, like things like Phone Dog and Techno Buffalo, because they aren't really established brands, everything revolves around their YouTube channel. But if Nike has a YouTube channel, for some reason people feel like, oh yeah, it's just Nike's way of marketing and advertising. But they have their own website and they have the stuff in stores. So yeah, the YouTube channel is just kind of like a on the side kind of thing. But Techno Buffalo, everything's around their YouTube channel because I don't see them in the stores. I don't see them in the magazines. That's not how it is. For some cases, yeah. But if you are really into Techno Buffalo, if you are actually really into Phone Dog, you will know that they have websites and they produce tons of content on the website. It's like the ratio is like 1 to 10. 10 articles per one video kind of thing. So just because I make a video on Phone Dog doesn't mean I'm quitting Techno Buffalo. Because I'm making a Techno Buffalo video doesn't mean I'm quitting Phone Dog, because their content doesn't revolve around YouTube. YouTube is meant to complement their content because that's how epic they are. That's all I'm going to say. Because some Some people, like if I were to start my own site, yeah, I might have to rely on YouTube because that's the only thing I can think of. And everything will sort of revolve around YouTube. But for those two sites, that's not the case. That's not the case. Do you watch a lot of TV? No, I don't actually. I don't really watch a lot of TVs nowadays. All right, let me just check the topics here. Oh man, that was a nice little break from the topics. A lot of tech-related questions that I'm not gonna answer because that's just how I feel. Another phone dog and techno buffalo question. Okay. It's another phone question. Tech question. I want to shoot myself. I'm kidding. The future. All right, this is interesting. The future. How do you think your future will be like? Will you stay on YouTube? I don't know. This was asked by Gaxnys, Gaxnys. I don't know. The future. Will I stay on YouTube, and how do I think my future will be like? I honestly don't know. It seems like every single month, what I do for work changes. My roles always change for work. I don't know why. It's cool. It's cool that it's different every single time. It's progressive. I get to learn more. I get to do more things. But it's hard for me to say. Will I stay on YouTube? Probably. I mean, I don't hate it. Like, here's the thing. I don't hate YouTube or anything. It's just, right now I'm not really too into it. That's it. That's it. Doesn't really go much deeper than that. I'm just not into it. It's not my thing. I'm just kind of blah about it right now. Yeah, that's all I can say. I mean, I can't really predict too far in the future because I don't really have a plan laid out kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, in 1 year I'm going to be in this position, or in 2 years I want to make X amount of money. In 5 years I want to have X amount of subscribers on YouTube kind of thing. It's not like that for me. It's just kind of more go with the flow kind of idea. I mean, in a general sense, yeah, in 5 years I don't want to be homeless. In 5 years I don't want to be dead. So other than that, I think I'm good. Go with the flow kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be homeless in 5 years, that's a pretty interesting plan you have there. Oh yeah, the concept of Android. Or which Android phone do you think I should get with the new ones coming out in the near future? Thanks. That was asked by Patrick. I recently picked myself up an Android phone. This is a HTC Incredible S, and I have Totoro in the wallpaper because I recently saw the movie. It's a great movie. It's a kid's movie, yeah, but it's classic, I think. And what's my opinion of Android? And this is, by the way, the latest and greatest Android smartphone that you can pick up in Canada. I mean, in the States, I'm pretty sure you have better ones, but it's slow here in Canada. So, yeah. What do I think about it? It's okay. It's a little bit under acceptable for me. And what I mean by acceptable is every feature that comes with the phone should work out of the box. And to take that even further, this thing comes with Sense UI. Okay? Sense UI is an HTC thing that they made for Android phones. It looks really, really pretty. But I have to disable Sense UI on this 1 gigahertz, 768 megabyte RAM phone. Why? Because it lags. Already, for me, it's like, okay, that's not acceptable. You put the basic feature on this thing, and it doesn't work out of the box. And for a lot of people who have Android, it's like, oh yeah, that's why you gotta root the phone. You gotta root the phone, and then you gotta overclock it to like 1 point. Why? Why do I have to do that to use a very basic function on the phone? Step 2, both email clients on this phone, I don't like. Gmail doesn't have a combined inbox, so that's an automatic no. And the email thing, it doesn't fetch properly. So another basic thing I can't do with the phone out of the box. Email, text messaging, it works fine, but the text is really, really small. And there's no way to adjust that. Already, three basic things: home screen, text messaging, email, can't do. And text messaging, and on top of that, text messaging, you have to download an application that fixes the time, because every text, the timestamp for me at least, comes in 5 hours slow. meaning that if right now it's 6:02 p.m. If I were to get a text right now, it would say 1:02 p.m. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. So I have to download an application to fix that. Like, come on, man. And yeah, this will open. You can download a new text messaging application to make it better and all that kind of stuff. I mean, for me, I'm downloaded and using a new text messaging application, a new email application to replace the default ones, but then they just make it acceptable. They don't make it like life-changing or anything. It's like, oh yeah, I don't know. And for me, that's why I'm kind of like this with Android. It's like, yeah, it's cool and all, but it feels like it's not, 100%. It's not ready. It feels beta. And that's why I don't really like it. That's why I'm more of an iOS kind of person. Yeah, it's limited and it's closed environment and whatever, but it works. I don't need to download applications to make the text messaging application work. I don't need to jailbreak it so that it doesn't lag or anything. It just works. And that's why I'm more of an iPhone person. Did you get rid of the iPhone? No, I gave it to my girlfriend so that she can play around with it. So yeah, that is my thoughts on Android. And what Android phone should you get? In my opinion, don't get any. At this point, I don't feel like Android and HTC Sense and all that kind of stuff is stable enough to run on a 1 gigahertz thing. You might have to get yourself a dual core one because it lags, man. Like scrolling up and down emails and all that kind of stuff, it lags. That to me is unacceptable. So that's just me. Disable USB debugging, that worked for me. That's interesting because they told me to enable USB debugging to make the battery whatever better. So it's like you have to do all these weird tweaks and settings in order to make the phone function normally. It's not to make the phone function superbly or anything. It's just to make it function normally. And to me, it's like, why? Why do I need to do all these extra little steps in order to make this $500 phone I bought work? I had that, and that was the exact same feeling I had with all the Nokia phones I've had before. Even with BlackBerry phones. That's like every single time you spend $1,000 on this thing and it doesn't work, and you have to download all these tweaks, all these hacks, all these modifications to make it work. Whereas the iPhone, for me at least, I know for some people they don't like it, but for me, I buy the thing, it works out of the box, done. End of story. That's it. Okay, so that's enough with the blah 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 technology related stuff. Why do you bodybuild? What do you look to get out of it? Suggested by Burn. All right. Well, Burn, why do I bodybuild? I was a fat kid growing up. At my heaviest, I was 250 pounds. Lost all that weight, dropped to 150, and I was really, really skinny at the time. So I was like, okay, what do I need to do? So I started putting on muscle. And how do you put on muscle? You bodybuild, more or less. And that's how I got into bodybuilding. And I was more fascinated with not necessarily the results, but how to get there. Like all the science involved in protein synthesis and how the skeletal muscle works and all that kind of stuff. That's what I really liked, and it feels good when you see yourself progress. And I'm really big on self-improvement, so it's like if you can lift 50 pounds this week, next week you can lift 70 pounds. Oh wow, 20-pound increase. That means you got stronger. And that's kind of what got me into powerlifting, because powerlifting is all about lifting heavy weights, right? And the three main things for powerlifting are squats, bench press, and deadlift. And when I first started, my numbers were terrible. They were below 200, so it was like a 100 bench or whatever. Very, very little. And what kept me going was like, I think if you're really into weights and really into bodybuilding and weights and all that kind of stuff, the milestones are the 45-pound plates. So one plate, on a bar is 135 because it's 2 plates on 1 bar. So 1 plate, 135. The next milestone, 2 plates, 225. Wow, 4 plates in total, 225. Great. Next milestone, 315. That's 3 plates. Next milestone, what was it? 405, I believe it's 405. 405, that's 4 plates. Next milestone, 5 plates, 500 or 495. So I think that's what really got me into it. It's like, oh man, I started out with 1 plate on each side. Now I can do 2 for my bench press. That's great. And then you work towards 3, and then for whatever exercise you just work towards lifting heavier, and that just makes you feel good, I guess. I mean, not like, oh yeah, I have big chest muscles now, yay. But that wasn't for me. I really like the getting stronger, self-improvement aspect of things. Not necessarily like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do all this and I'm gonna look hot now and I'm gonna get all the ladies because I look hot. No, that wasn't for me. Right. What about Street Fighter? I don't know. How do you switch up your content so that you don't get burnt out and keep your fan base happy? I don't know. I'm in that predicament right now. It depends. If you're creating content, it depends on 2 things. Are you doing it more for yourself, or are you doing it more for other people? I mean, there's always going to be like, it's never this or this. There's always going to be a gray spot somewhere. But for me, I do the videos for myself. Every single video I've done for the WaffleJon channel, it was for myself. It was like, oh yeah, this is fun, this is funny. I wanna share this because this is what I think is really cool, and it's just coincidental that people like it. So that's my mentality towards it. But then if your thing is like, how do I keep my viewership happy? That's something else it's a totally different thing, because then you kind of have to compromise a little bit in terms of what you want to do, because what you want to do might not necessarily reflect what they want you to do. You know what I mean? It's like, let's pretend you have a puppet in your videos, and everybody loves the puppet, and then you sort of realize that people are liking this puppet more than you. So you're like, oh man, that's not cool. I want them to like me. I don't want them to like the puppet. But then if you cut out the puppet, they're gonna complain. So it's a tough call, man. It's a tough call. But in the end, I feel like the people who like you for you will stick around. Just like everybody watching the stream here. Thanks, by the way. And the people who, like you for other reasons, they'll fizzle off. And if a person likes you just because you have the puppet around, and do you really care to have them as a viewer? Because they don't really care about you. They just care about the stuff you say, or they care about the puppet or whatever. Who cares if you lose them, right? Because more or less, if you don't offend your fans and offend your viewers in the sense like, oh, all you guys are idiots, I hate all of you. If you don't do that kind of stuff, in the end, it's gonna equalize and it's gonna balance, where your entire viewership these are the guys who stuck around because they like you for who you are, and everybody else who like you in the superficial level, they'll just go away. And that's what I like, and that's who you should really care about, because it's the quantity, it's the quality, quality of the viewership versus quantity of the viewership. You can have, like, for example, 20,000 subscribers, but then every single video you only get 10,000 views. Why? Because those 10,000 people who subscribe to you, they just subscribe to you just cuz. And there's the other half who actually watch your videos because they actually like you. They like you. And these, the 10,000 people who watch your videos every single time, these are the guys you got to think about. These are the guys who you should care about, versus the other ones who just do it for the superficialness of your stuff. So it's very laggy. I don't know what to do, man. There's no downloading going on. My laptop is connected to a LAN cable. I don't know what else to do. You Ice One Cube. Yeah. I haven't talked to Frank in a while. Frank Huang. he and I think I would say we're friends. Man, I haven't talked to him in a while. I know he closed his YouTube account and everything, and I asked him why, and he said he just didn't feel like doing it anymore, and he was becoming more involved in, you know, communal stuff, doing stuff with his church. So that's like, oh, that's awesome. So that's the last I've heard of Frank. I don't know what he's doing now. Yeah, he closed everything. He closed his Twitter and everything like that. All right. I'm just gonna go to the chat now. I'm gonna go to the chat while I see if I have any more Twitter mentions. Nope, that's fine. That is fine. I got some new topics over here. Man, people, they love them tech questions. All right. I'm going to bring this up right now. Somebody asked me, I like you website. How difficult is it to make on WordPress and how much money do you pay for it? And they said, oh, like how I use your advice to caps lock to get your attention, lol. For me, I mean, to be honest, if it wasn't in this inbox, I would just, no, this is what I'd do. I don't want to say your name in public, but this is what I'll do. Usually when I see stuff like this, I don't open it. I look at the name, I remember the name, and I think to myself, okay, never open anything from this person again. Block. Block the email, delete the email, put the spam folder, whatever. So, that's just how I go about it because I can't stand this crap anymore. How difficult is it to make a thing on WordPress? If you know basic coding, if you know basic HTML, basic PHP and CSS, shouldn't be that hard to code. Code is one thing, design is another. Design, you're gonna have some Photoshop skills to do that. For me, it's like second nature. It's part of the job I do. And how much does it cost? The only thing you gotta pay for is web hosting. If you have web hosting, everything else is free. So yeah, that's it. That is it. Do you like your job, like working from home and all? Yeah, I do. I really, really do. I like the freedom of it. The only downside is that working at home, you become, I think, a social hermit in the sense because you don't go out as much. You know, when you see people, like the only time I actually go to a social environment would be when I go out to a mall or something, and that's when I need to buy something. Other than that, I'm stuck in this room all day. Sorry about that. I'm stuck in this room all day. That's the only downside. Other than that, I like it. Personally, I like it. So Stewie said, John, can I say something? Of course you can. I pretty much owe everything I know about technology to you, John, through all your videos on Tech7, Phone Dog, Tech Waffle, and WaffleJon. Oh, cool. Thank you. Get some fresh air. I know. I'm trying. I'm starting to run every day, I think. I'm going to go outside and run, you know, get that cardio going and get some fresh air and stuff. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to do at least. I'm homeschooled. I know the feeling. Yeah. There you go. Right. Where'd you learn all the code? All your coding? I learned it from Google. Just like everything, literally everything I know in terms of what I do for work and everything, I've learned from the internet. All my coding, all my design, YouTube, video editing, everything I've learned from the internet. And if I can do it, you can do it. Yay. So yeah, it's very simple. It's like you just kind of Google. Don't necessarily Google how to get better at Photoshop because it's a very vague thing. Google more specific things. So website Photoshop website tutorials, or even go a little bit more specific than that. Photoshop website navigation tutorials, or Photoshop website menu tutorials, Photoshop website Web 2.0 link tutorials. All that, just be very specific in what you're looking for, and you'll find your answer pretty much. It's like only 0.5% of the time where I can't find any answers to something on Google. So, yeah. Somebody asked me if I played video games. I used to be really, really, really big into StarCraft. I mean, I still think it's a great game and everything. I just haven't had time to play. I haven't played StarCraft in like 2 months, man. That's kind of disgraceful. More tech questions. A video question. Videos, okay. Suggested by DP Rich Productions. Okay. I have trouble thinking of video ideas. Oh, how do you think of any creative different ideas? This is what it says. I'm not making this up. Don't know. For all my video ideas, it's just, I felt like I was very, very involved. And if you're constantly thinking about something, you're bound to get ideas for it. I mean, I was constantly trying to think of video ideas, and I'd always have my phone with me, right? And I have Evernote on my phone, but I used to use AwesomeNote, which synced with my Google account or whatever. So whatever idea I had in my head, I would write it down. And then when it came time to make a video, I just kind of reviewed everything. It's like, okay, what of these ideas would make a good video? So it's just constantly thinking. And I feel like the best way to be creative would be to find inspiration of some kind. So let's say if you're really, really big on video effects, you would check out stuff made by Freddie W. and be like, oh, wow, that's really, really cool what Freddie did. I'm going to try doing that for one of my videos, kind of thing. Yeah, just pretty much, I think the best and easiest way to be creative would be to find inspiration. And then I guess at this point, should I copy what they did, or should I try to make my own version of what they did? Always go with this route, because you don't ever really want to copy someone 100%, right? Because that's no. If people call you out on that, it's like, oh yeah, you're copying Freddie W. I hate you now. Unsubscribe. So you don't want to do that. Somebody asked me what's my email. Just go to wafflejon.com/contact, and all the stuff will be there. All the stuff will be there. Okay, so beyond all the silly, not silly, but all the miscellaneous questions going on down at the chat, and I got these. Okay. I don't want to give an exact amount, but somebody asked if we can know how much money do you make? I don't want to give an exact amount, but I can say I'm making above average. Above average in Canada. That's all I'm going to say. I'm making whatever I'm making right now. It's comfortable and it's above average. And I get to work at home. Yay. Yeah, that's how it is, really. And it's, in order to make this amount, I had to be very involved with my work. So it's not like a walk in the park kind of thing. No, it's actually work. It's a lot of work, and it's pretty hard work sometimes. So yeah, I make above average. What is average in Canada? I believe average in Canada is 40,000 a year. I don't know how to break that down in terms of how much a month or whatever, but I think 40,000 a year is average in Canada. I'm making above. So that's all I'm going to say. Average is 50,000? Oh, average 50,000. Okay, I'm still making above average. Okay, stopping right there. Right. Hey man, King Atlas 89's here. And by the way, it was me. I dropped by your vocal stream. It was me, man. I wasn't kidding. It wasn't like a pretend vocal account or anything. It was me. All right. So what do you want? What do you guys want me to cover now? I think I covered a lot of stuff in this thing. I mean, I've been streaming for almost 1.5 hours now. So, how much money can you make through YouTube and all that kind of stuff? You can make a lot. And at one point, I was making quite a bit over YouTube. I can confidently say that if I tried hard, if I were to make a video every day or every other day, I can easily make $2,000 a month on YouTube. Based on, the amount of subscribers and the viewers I have, I just choose not to because I just don't want to. I'm not really I don't do it for the money and all that kind of stuff because I understand how YouTube works and I understand the searching and, how people search and all that kind of stuff. I have that understanding. So for me, it's easy. For other people, it might be hard. Plus, I have, 20,000 subscribers or whatever under my belt. Basically, I'm going to say this. If you want to make a comfortable living on YouTube, you have to receive at least 4 million views a month. That's all I'm going to say. Basically, if you want to make a comfortable living on YouTube, you have to receive at least 3 to 4 million views a month. And that's like, it's not like one video it's not like every single video has to get 1 million views. It's like it's a totality. It's a sum of all of the views for all your videos has to reach around 3 to 4 million views a month. And of course, all of them have to be ad enabled or whatever, right? But yeah. So can you make good money on the internet and on YouTube and all that kind of stuff? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You see Ray William Johnson, there's like success stories, millionaires, man. So that's all I'm going to say. And of course, he's like one out of the million people on YouTube, but he's not the only one. I mean, all the top 100 people, they get millions of views every single month. So yeah, you can make good money on YouTube. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Right. What should I cover now? What topic should I cover now? I'm just checking the emails right here. Should I get another phone related question? Oh, got more topics. No. Okay, another tech question. Not gonna check that out. How do you make said money? Oh, how do you make money on YouTube? Well, on YouTube, they have ads in the videos, just like how on websites they have ads on the websites, on the side or whatever. And you get paid for YouTube, I guess it would be AdWords, not AdWords, Google AdSense. AdSense is the ad network that Google uses. And how that works pretty much is for every 1,000 views on the video or every 1,000 views on the website, you get this X amount of money, X amount of dollars. That's basically how it works. And the value changes depending on the topic. So if they're showing a lot of, I don't know, Old Spice. If they're showing a lot of Old Spice ads and Old Spice happens to be paying a lot for those ads, you would get paid a little bit more. But if they're showing like, I don't know, cranberry juice ads and the cranberry juice are not really paying AdSense that much per view, you won't get paid as much. So again, on top of trying to get views, trying to manipulate your titles and everything to get more views from searches, people sometimes they make videos specifically targeting ads that they know will do well, because if you're gonna get 500,000 views either way, might as well target an ad that pays you more. So it's a lot of business involved in all this kind of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. You get paid per views. So John, somebody asked a pretty relevant question here. Something about tech related questions. Oh man. John, people always ask you tech-related questions on here. Is that what you come on streams for, or is it something specific you'd rather talk about? I come on streams just to talk about pretty much anything. I prefer to stay away from tech questions because it's always the same. What phone should I get? What do you think of Windows Phone 7 and all that kind of stuff? I prefer talking about stuff that I have some insight on, like YouTube. I like talking about YouTube. I like providing advice. Like if you're a up and coming YouTuber or up and coming designer, if you want some help, I like providing insight on that versus, oh yeah, you should get the latest Android phone because it has a dual core 1 gigahertz processor. It has this, and it has this. What do you think is better, iOS or Android OS? Well, iOS, as you'll start listing all these specifications, it gets boring and it's just like over and over and over again. And I feel like a lot of the times sometimes people ask tech questions because they already know the answer, but they want you to say it, so it makes them feel better about their answer, kind of thing. Like they, for some reason, hate Android, so they go, oh, iOS or Android, and they're waiting for you to say iOS. Like, yeah, he said iOS. I knew it. Android sucks, kind of thing. And I know this is true. I've gotten emails and stuff about this before. That's kind of another reason why I kind of avoid it. It just seems blah. I like talking about stuff that actually has some substance in there, you know? How was your feeling when you became a YouTube partner? I don't know how it is nowadays, but back then it was a lot harder to become a YouTube partner. And it was just, you feel special, you know? It's like, oh man, the YouTube, they recognize my hard work. They want me to be a part of their partnership program. So it's like, yay. I was all excited and stuff. But now it's like, I don't really care. Why don't I really care? Because I don't really want to, it doesn't really, you know, I don't really want to make money on YouTube. It's not a big deal for me. So I don't really care, to be honest, about my account. I mean, I don't want to get banned on YouTube or anything, but it's like, if I were to post new videos, to be honest, I probably wouldn't even put ads on them. I'd disable ads or something, because YouTube's going a little bit crazy on the amount of ads they force you to watch. So if I were to put videos on YouTube, I'll disable ads on them. I'll just have the partnership account so that I can have a fancy banner, and that's about it. I don't want to break the break to be too long before I, talk about stuff. So, so somebody asked me, Ed, what got you interested in tech and graphics? I was interested in graphics for a long time. I mean, I was always into art. I started drawing when I was like 4 years old. I started doing Photoshop stuff when I was like 10. So I was always into graphics and technology. I think what really got me into technology was just, I was really into phones. And the reason why I was into phones was because I was using Nokia phones at the time. And I wanted to, here's the thing. What got me really into phones and specifications and all that kind of, stuff that doesn't really matter is because I felt like my experience with a phone was incomplete. And I needed to find ways to optimize my experience with it. It's like, oh, what is the latest firmware so that my phone will work better? What is the latest applications I can download onto my phone so that my experience will be better? And all this kind of stuff kept continuing until I got the iPhone 4. Because when I got the iPhone 4, it was like, it does everything I needed to do. Done. Interest, boom. No, don't need to look at any more specifications, all that kind of stuff, because I found what I was looking for a long time. And that's it. That was it. Because if you've done as many videos as I have, and you've read as many articles as I have, I mean, I can't tell you the amount of times I've seen 1 gigahertz Snapdragon processor. I can't tell you the amount of times I've seen HTC announces a new phone. What specs does it have? 1 gigahertz Snapdragon processor, 8 megapixel camera, all this kind of stuff. I mean, it gets really repetitive, you know? I mean, if you're obsessed, for some reason, if you're obsessed with these specifications, great, it's your thing. You know, it's your thing, great. But for me, not really. It's the same thing over and over again. They just change the name of the phone and make the back look a little bit different. That's about it. Somebody asked me if I can talk a little bit more about the equipment that I use for my videos. Sure thing. I was planning to like write a little article in Technobuffalo explaining that. What I have right now, I've upgraded my gear a little bit. I have my Canon 60D pointing at me. That's the thing that shoots the videos. And for my audio, I have a Zoom H4n. But into the Zoom, I recently got a Rode lavalier mic. So I have the Rode lavalier hooked up to here, and I talk into it, and it records into the Zoom H4n. And when I bring it to the video editor, I sync the audio. I mean, I can, directly record the audio into my camera. I just choose not to. I sync the audio, and then from there, I have to apply a lot of different filters to make my voice sound legit. By legit, I mean I have to add that. Add that body and add that volume so that my voice sounds all sexy and stuff. But that's about it. My setup is very, very simple. Lighting, I use house lamps. $20 house lamps. I don't have the $200 softbox thing or anything. I think it's unnecessary for me, but that's about it. Right now I have an Audio-Technica AC2020 running into a, don't even know what that is. I just picked up whatever preamp thing I can find. So I have some miscellaneous 2 preamp thing going into my Line 6 Pod XT Live. It's pretty outdated guitar pedal, but that's what I have and that's what I like. So I have a Line 6 Pod XT Live and then USB directly into my computer, and then that's the audio that you're hearing right now. Camera, Logitech C905 1080p webcam, I think. Yeah. And this whole Canon 60D versus T3i kind of thing, same thing as Android versus iOS. I feel like, quality wise, it's the same. It's the same quality as the 7D, T2i, and all that kind of stuff. Video quality is the same. User experience is a little bit different. I think the T3i has like some different features or something. It has like some zooming in feature. I don't know. For me, 60 is fine. It'll do the job. But get whatever one you can afford. Just checking out the chat right here. Cool. Let me just bounce onto the topics thing. iOS 5. What cell phone do you use? I mean, this is crazy. I got all these topics right now, literally. And about 90% of them, what cell phone do you use? What would you call it? What do you think? iOS 5, iMessage, what do you think of this and all that kind of stuff? It's yeah. So looking at the chat, what pop filter do you use? I use this miscellaneous $6 eBay pop filter that I got. All right. Hey John, I have about 120 subs and it's been really hard to find time to make videos. Was it the same with you? I don't know what your schedule was, but for me, I had to sacrifice a lot when it came to making videos. Like work after work, I made videos. And then after I made videos, I go to sleep. So literally working all day. Some might say, yeah, that's what it takes to get to this certain point. But I don't know. It depends on how dedicated you are, I guess. And it depends on how badly you want it. Because there's a line, I think, you cross. Meaning like if you have, say, only 3 hours of spare time after you come home from work, come home from school or whatever, do you want to dedicate if you spend those 3 hours making videos on YouTube, does that mean you're dedicated or does that mean you're obsessed? It's a fine line. I don't know. It's hard to say. The only advice I can really give would be to try your best to find balance. Friends, family, relatives and everything, all that kind of stuff, they're very, very important. Don't ignore them because you're making videos. Don't neglect anyone. Don't be rude to anybody. It's just another thing. Consider it as a hobby. And if it happens to take off, then okay, spend some more time with it. But then if you're just starting out, then the best advice I think I can give would be to try to find balance, because if you don't, you will get burnt out really, really fast, and you'll find yourself ignoring your family and stuff for a lot, and just it's not good. It's not good. Cool. So I think people are really liking this so far. People asking me about hockey questions. I don't watch sports, so I know the Canucks. There's something going on with the Canucks or something. I don't know. I'm a hockey noob, man. I don't know what's going on there. Wow, just got 11 emails. So again, what's your favorite app on the iPhone, iPad 2? Why don't you create a YouTube channel for new YouTubers? I don't even understand what that means, to be honest. They can create their own YouTube channels. That's what the create my account is for. Best Apple product. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like a jerk when I'm skimming through all these topics. It's just I've already stated that I don't really care much for tech related questions because they're always the same for me. So I guess that might be it today. I've been streaming for about 1 hour and 40 minutes. Wow. I really need to get something to eat and something to drink and whatnot. What are you drinking there? I'm drinking water. This was full when I started. It's now empty. So, thank you very much for tuning into the live stream. I need some feedback here. What do you think of this format where it's, a little bit more topic based, some Q&A, microphone quality, Ustream versus vocal and whatever. Need some feedback. Awesome. Sweet. Thank you, sir. Cool. Beautiful. You're welcome. Ustream. Oh, I see a lot of people asking me about StarCraft. You know what? I might hop on to StarCraft later on. Actually, right after this, right after I get something to eat, I'm going to hop on to StarCraft. If you want to play with me, you can feel free to add me. I think the account is high5@wafflejon.com, HIGHFIVE at wafflejon.com. Add me and then we can play. I'm serious. For serious, yo. I'm not kidding. See how excited I am? I haven't played StarCraft in like 2 months. I want to play it. So, yeah. So yeah, again, thank you everybody for watching, and I'm going to do this thing more often, and hopefully, if this thing recorded properly, I'm going to be posting it on the YouTube. So yeah,